Friends, this is Naresh Tejwani, the host for today's program, and we are happy to have officials from Nsdl today to talk on a very important subject of eKYC. Friends, the financial services industry has seen a transformation over the past decade, and the emergence of technologies has brought several efficiencies in the way broking industry, mutual fund, banks, and FIs operate. With customer experiences at the epicenter, tech innovations are trying to solve several problems, which include high cost, low speed, complex processes, security concerns, and unmitigated risks. Customer onboarding is one of the major functions that faces all these challenges on a regular basis. However, in the recent past, the customer experience of retail side of customer onboarding has been relatively well taken care of with some interesting innovations around newer forms of ID verification and authentication techniques. KYC AML has been the focus of regulators ever since the global financial crisis happened. In India, Know Your Customer is born out of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act PMLA 2002. The government further released procedural details in a separate document called the PML rules. Historically, the KYC AML approach for Indian citizens has been quite complex, allowing Indians a range of government IDs called officially valid documents or OVDs. The new version of PML rules permits Aadhaar-based eKYC, by which financial service providers can now verify the identity of Indian consumers electronically, reducing both the paperwork required and time spent. A recent World Bank report cites an estimate that moving to eKYC reduces the average cost of verifying customers from $23 to only 50 cents. Similarly, most estimates suggest that customer verification can be done in seconds using eKYC compared to 5 to 7 days when done manually. NSDL is one of the pioneers in this respect. And today we are happy to have officials from NSDL with us. But before I move on to NSDL officials, our own Anmi president, Mr. Anup Khandelwal, will like to share a few thoughts. Over to Mr. Khandelwal.
Thank you, Tejwani ji. A very good evening to all our MD members, Mr. G.V. Nageshwar Rao, MD and CEO NSDL, Mr. Prasad Vagal, Senior Vice President, and Mr. Narayan Venkat, AVP NSDL. On behalf of MD, I welcome you all to our 13th webinar. The topic of discussion is eKYC with NSDL. We are thankful to our members for their active participation in our endeavor. This motivates us for working more and more for you. Post-lockdown, in first week of April, NB got invitation from SEBI for suggesting easy onboarding of investor in capital market. I remember suggesting to involve NSDL to develop a centralized software, as they already have the required infrastructure with complete knowledge of it. And today, I believe they are ready with that. Repositories have always kept themselves ahead in transformation of operation and making the life of brokers and investors very comfortable. During the lockdown period, we have seen one of the highest number of new investor onboarding, which was possible only because of eKYC and ePOA. Currently, we are working under partial lockdown. Employees are still hesitant to come to office as before. And in the coming months, we might see the same behavior. So we can't overlook the importance of adopting eKYC platform. Past 3 months have taught the small and medium broking houses the impact of not being able to add new clients without having eKYC solution, resulting in loss of business. Though there are private vendors in the eKYC space since last few years, but the cost factor hasn't allowed SME brokers to adapt it. Now, when our old partner, NSDL, is in this space and they understand the ground reality of SME brokers, we can be rest assured that they will provide us best solution for our growth. I believe this will also help the industry in reaching areas which are not penetrated, thereby inching closer to the common vision of financial inclusion. Well, we have with us Naresh Tejwani ji. Let me introduce him also, who is hosting the webinar today. He is very dynamic person and has been Anmi past president and currently is committee chairman of Depository and Commodity. Well, I request Tejwani ji to take the session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Anup ji. May I first introduce to you MD and CEO of Nsdl, Mr. G.V. Nageshwara Rao. A few words on Mr. Nageshwara Rao. He is a man of immense experience, over 30 years of experience in various sectors of financial services, including banking, capital markets, and life insurance. Prior to this assignment, Mr. Rao was MD and CEO of IDBI Federal Life Insurance since its inception in 2007 till 2013. Prior to 2003 till 2007, Mr. Rao was the MD and CEO of IDBI Bank, a new generation technology savvy bank established in 1994. Mr. Rao was the first MD and CEO of IDBI Capital Market Services, which was the largest and most profitable primary dealer and operated in a wide gamut of businesses and capital markets. Mr. Rao is a chartered accountant, a cost accountant, and postgraduate diploma from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. Sir, we are very happy to have you with us, Mr. Rao. May I request you to please share a few words with our audience?
Yeah, Mr. Tejwani and Mr. Kandelwal, and also Dr. Prasad. I want to thank Anmi and all of you for organizing this webinar and also inviting me to share a few thoughts. Thank you very much. And in fact, so I want to first start by saying that what a pleasure to see the entire Anmi community gathering like this in a virtual event. So 3 months ago, we would not really have thought that we will be meeting, through a webinar or a virtual platform like this. But things have changed so much. So this technology was always available, but we never thought that that we would actually be using this kind of a technology in order to conduct these events. So, but today this is the new normal. Maybe this is the only way we will meet, hereafter. Okay, so that for some time at least, I would say, not I wouldn't say forever, but for some time. And even if things change, so that perhaps, so that we might find that we are better off, so meeting like this, as a virtual community, and this is the new way of doing business. And at Nsdl, so that our entire endeavor has been to facilitate digitization and facilitate digital journeys. And that is what, so that we are actually now bringing to fore in a situation like this as well. I will give you a simple example. Take some things like annual general meetings, right? Because we all know that companies conduct annual general meetings, but in today's environment, obviously, because it is not practical to have a gathering or conduct an annual general meeting. So the Ministry of Corporate Affairs has issued guidelines which make it possible for companies to conduct annual general meetings virtually using a video platform. And Nsdl launched this platform in very quick time. And we were the first ones to launch, so this AGM platform. And in fact, I would say that so today we are the only platform as well. And already so many companies have conducted their general meetings, so using this video platform. So examples like Tata companies, TCS, Tata Coffee, and companies like Nestle, multinationals like Nestle, banks like State Bank of India. They have already completed their AGM in today's lockdown situation, using a video platform provided by Nsdl. And as we are speaking today, Hindustan Unilever is conducting their AGM using the same platform today. Wellspun is conducting the platform to, so AGM today, 2 more companies and so on. So the point I really wanted to make is, so that once the environment has changed and a new normal has been established, we need to be able to adapt to that new normal extremely quickly. So that is why, so that so we are actually launching, I would say, a set of services which allow all our business partners, depository participants, stockbrokers to be able to actually deal with the current environment and be able to conduct business. Because we still have to be able to do business in today's environment. We have to change the way we work. So we may not be able to have face-to-face conversations with our clients. We may be having video conversations with them. But still, so we can conduct our business. We should enable all our clients to do everything digitally. So therefore, so we are, so working to make everything, so possible to be conducted digitally enable, all the operations and so on. So I wanted to actually, so speak about three specific services that we have recently launched, so which will provide this digital enablement to the entire Anmi community. So and I want to thank Anmi for organizing these webinars, so that I think we will do multiple webinars, so that to focus on each of these services. But I would give you a broad overview on the strategic, intent of Nsdl launching these, so digital services. So the first and foremost I would like to talk about is today what we are going to discuss in detail today, which is a digital account opening service. So we are calling this as Instigo, and this service is launched through our subsidiary NDML. And so what it really allows is, it allows our depository participants to open demat accounts and trading accounts through a complete digital process. So and in due course, this product will also allow a bank account to be opened with Nsdl Payments Bank as well. Therefore, so the entire Anmi community will be able to offer a digital seamless account opening process, so through to all their clients. And these accounts can be opened through a number of various possibilities. For example, so that sometimes you may be able to meet the client, and therefore, so that you can use an assisted mode, whereby your representative can actually open the account so through an assisted mode. So sometimes so you are not able to meet the client, because so maybe you spoke to the client telephonically, or maybe on a video call, convince the client to open the account, and maybe so you just sent a link to your client to open the account, or maybe so you directed him to a website to open the account. So whichever method it is, this product will support different scenarios through which you can actually open client accounts digitally, so without involving any piece of paper, and without necessarily having a face-to-face interaction with the client. So you are now aware that Aadhaar eKYC has been enabled by SEBI, so through the MIS, so any participant, any stockbroker can connect to any of the MIIs and do Aadhaar eKYC. Because and we will through NDML also offer Aadhaar eKYC. But the Instigo product actually goes beyond this. It is not only KYC, but it also has a full account opening journey. And therefore, so that you can complete KYC as well as account opening through this Instigo product that we will present to you today. And so it also supports not just Aadhaar eKYC, but it will support all types of methods of doing KYC, like KRA, DigiLocker, and so on. So therefore, so different options are available through which you can do the KYC, and of course you can open the customer's account. Now, what are the advantages? So first I would say first advantage is the entire Anmi community can adapt to this new world instantly. You can launch this, okay, so and you can conduct your business as previously, because everything is digitally enabled. You don't have to develop any applications of your own, so and therefore, so this is a ready-made product that you can use. And Nsdl will provide a full end-to-end solution. So because earlier the demat operations were largely digital, but the account opening process was conducted by the participant or by the stockbroker. Account opening process was different, so that, and then the operation of the demat account was different. But now even the account opening process itself, so will be offered by Nsdl. And the second advantage, I would say that this application has a lot of integrations. Take, for example, eSign, which is done with our sorry. Yeah. So this application has so many integrations because that, for example, eSign, which is offered through our so group company Nsdl e-governance, PAN verification again through NGL, penny drop. So to verify the bank account, we have Nsdl payments bank account, so through which we do penny drop and can verify the bank account of the customer. KRA, we are a KRA ourselves, and CKYC, eKYC, and so on. So therefore, all integrations are readily provided. Everything is automatically taken care, and therefore, of course, the intermediaries, so don't need to do this. The second advantage, I would say, is standardization of the process. You see, so in any digital process, there are risks. So we understand the risks in the physical world, but sometimes we don't understand the risks in the digital world as much. So it's a specialized subject. So and many times also there are trade-offs between the convenience to the customer and the security. And so therefore many times also you find some players taking more risks, so and adopting a slightly different process, and therefore of course that there is no standardization of the process. So what this introduces is a completely standardized process. So because now the SEBI guidelines also have standardized the account opening process, and this is essentially an implementation of the SEBI process, and therefore, of course, it's a software solution, of course, which implements the SEBI process, and hence we can be assured that this is the level of diligence and care that is required to be taken, because things can still go wrong even after you follow the process. But at least you can assure and you can demonstrate that due diligence as expected through the so SEBI laid down standards has been followed. So that's a great advantage of using a solution like that. And the third advantage also I would say is that if there are any changes in the regulations, automatically the product will be adapted by Nsdl to cater to the changing regulatory requirements. So therefore, there is less need for the brokers and the DPs to do all this. So in fact, SEBI has now come out with a new proposal that it is MIIs who should be doing KYC rather than the market intermediaries. So because as SEBI has noticed, there are different practices being followed by different intermediaries, and so sometimes some people take more risks and so on. So therefore, the proposal of SEBI is that MIIs will bring uniformity into this entire account opening process, because they will do the KYC. And of course, this is right now only a proposal. But if it were to happen, of course, and depending on how SEBI decides, a product like Instigo will automatically be modified. So automatically, so that there is no impact on the process. So therefore, okay, so that's these are some of the advantages that the account opening, digital account opening process Instigo can provide. And so we will demonstrate to you today in detail, because NDML team is here. They will demonstrate in detail as to how this will work. So and you can also consume APIs in case you're building your own solution, or you can use a full solution also. The second service that I want to talk about, because which is in the context of digital enablement, is the DMAT gateway. So in today's new world, so one of the things that we cannot do is that we cannot collect a POA because it is still a physical document. So POA cannot be a digital document because of the Information Technology Act. So and also there has been this POA misuse. So the regulators are also wanting to, curb its use and look for specific approval for every transaction by the client. So the solution that we have devised is, we call it as DMAT Gateway. ICICI Securities has gone live with this product just recently, first stockbroker to go live. So then this, using this DMAT Gateway, it works like a payment gateway, which all of us are familiar with. There is no need to collect power of attorney from the client. So there is a seamless redirection to Nsdl from the stockbroker's website or a mobile app, and the authorization for the transaction can be given by the client. So and therefore, of course, that this is safe and also makes the process completely digital and eliminates the need to collect POA, which is still a physical document. And in fact, SEBI has asked the depositories to so standardize the process and submit a report, because which also we have done. And we expect that this entire DMAT gateway process will also be formalized by through SEBI guidelines. So therefore that will also bring standardization to this process. But it is already live. So therefore, any of you who are interested in integration through the DMAT gateway, to take advantage of this, so you can start doing this right away. And the third service I would like to touch upon is the Nsdl Payments Bank. Nsdl Payments Bank is a completely digital bank, which is live. So today, we are already opening digital bank accounts. And one of the important things that Nsdl Payments Bank will offer is that whatever I described to you in respect of the DMAT account, the exact mirror functionality will be offered by the Nsdl Payments Bank. It will offer a full range of solutions. For example, today, of course, there is no prohibition on transfer of funds directly to the broker. So by the client, and so it will be offered. That will be offered as well. And likewise, of course, that Nsdl Payments Bank will also offer through API integration a hold and transfer kind of a technical integration. So the stockbroker can query so whether the funds are available in the client account, and place a hold on those funds, be able to then send the order to the stock exchange and actually take debit the customer's account only to the extent of actual trade executed. So therefore, everything can be completely seamless. So there can be a hold and transfer kind of a model. For offline trades, for example, a stockbroker dealer so will be simply able to send a link, for example, for the customer to pay, or even do a hold and transfer. And so the customer can, so using the Nsdl Bank's app, authorize that transaction, and automatically the funds can be blocked. And after the trade is executed, the funds can be transferred. So all of these possibilities now become possible, and hence, you can actually offer a customer experience which is symmetric on the DMAT side as well as the fund side. So and whatever is so allowed, so through regulations, so that so they all can be done. Because now the so you are aware of the issues in terms of misappropriation and so on. So therefore, the regulator is thinking about putting in safeguards regarding funds also. So therefore, so that similar models, either if the customer or the broker chooses, or if any regulation requires, they can all be offered through the Nsdl Payments Bank as well. The Payments Bank will offer penny drop and payment gateway, all of that. So I think so these are so three key things I really wanted to highlight today. And so with Anmi's help, so we will actually conduct separate webinars on each of these services. So we will also conduct a webinar on margin pledge, but I'm not talking about it because you are already familiar with the margin pledge. So that the idea is to provide a complete digital experience which is also secure, safe for everyone. And so this, so and this is like I said, we are in a new world, so and it's a new paradigm, and we all need to adapt and do business in this new world. And of course, we are focused on making that possible. And so we will talk to you about each of these services. And I want to once again thank Anmi for giving us the opportunity to talk to you about these products. Thank you, Mr. Tej.
Thank you, Mr. Rao. I think that was an interesting roadmap that you laid out for the new developments that one can expect in the few months ahead.
Yes.
And I'm sure these developments will help the broking community, where they onboarding of clients and several operational issues could be then sorted out and can be eased out, and then they can probably concentrate more on their own core business of marketing and market
Perfect.
growth. It's a fantastic preface that you set for today's meeting. Thank you very much, Mr. Nageswar Rao.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And our team will be here to take you through the full presentation.
Yes. May I now briefly introduce Mr. Prashant Vagal and Mr. Venkat. Just a second, please. Friends, I'm happy to introduce Mr. Prashant Vagal, who's the Senior Vice President and heads the Business Development and Products Development in Nsdl. He is a BE and MBA in Finance and has over 22 years experience in capital markets. Mr. Vagal has been associated with Nsdl for 21 years and has handled various activities, namely business development, participant and CC interface, new product development, settlement, training, etc. Mr. Vagal has been, of course, a speaker at various forums, including Anmi, and of course, internationally also. And he's joined by Mr. Narayan Venkat, who currently serves as AVP. He joined in 1999 and has over 20 years of experience in product development, advanced operation and business development, learning initiatives. Mr. Venkat has been instrumental in building, developing and promoting flagship products for the company. And Mr. Venkat has also participated in various investor awareness meets. So friends, in the able hands of both Mr. Prashant Vagal and Mr. Venkat, we take this presentation ahead. So over to you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the webinar on the eKYC organized by Anmi and Nsdl. We express our sincere thanks to Anmi for giving us an opportunity. After hearing the speech from Mr. Rao, where he has talked about the various digital initiatives taken by Nsdl. In fact, it is not that Nsdl is focused on digital initiatives in last year or two or because of the COVID. In fact, we have some products in the name of Speedy, Idea, Study, EDAN, which are there in the market since the last 10-15 years. And today we are proud to say that out of the total instructions executed in the depository system, more than 90% instructions are coming in the digital form. Somewhere, our Speedy is contributing. We have developed the e-signer where the back office, the broker or a DP can sign the instruction based on the POA received from the client and execute in the depository system. There is a product in the name of Spice where broker from his office can log in and upload the instruction, which is irrespective of the time when the DPs are working. So whether the DPs are working or no, whether the bank holidays, so bank DPs are closed, broker can work close to 24/7 and from their office and now from their home and are able to upload the instruction and complete the settlement process. So in the nutshell, it is our motto that to ensure that how the digital experience is given to the participant. And today we all know that every bank develops their own net banking. So they have to ensure it is working 24/7. They have to ensure that enhancements are carried out. They have to ensure that look and feel is changed every periodically and so forth. So that's the reason there is a need for TPs if they wanted to give a similar experience like a net banking, that net transfer of the depository instruction, they have to invest in the infrastructure, manpower, and all the things. Nsdl has taken a care by introducing the Speedy. So without DPs and brokers developing their own maintenance site, and they can ensure that such a type of digital experience is offered to the client. Mr. Rao mentioned about the DMAT gateway, and it is similar to the payment gateway. So today when we are going to talk about the Instigo D and Y, which is nothing but the instant online account opening on the go, and it is for the basis of the D and Y. That is a very prominent wording which is prevalent in the capital market. DIY means do it yourself. So basically the digital account opening is a one-time activity. Customer come to the portal, open the account and he go away. But throughout his association with a broker and a DP, how we will ensure that he will get a digital experience which we offer him at the time when they open the broking and a demat account through Instigo like a services, how various facilities like execution and instruction, eliminating the paper, enabling him to change the mobile number, email ID, and NSDL is at the forefront and has ensured that for all their services, the solution is available. Customer can come to our ideas portal, register there, or through API from the broking portal, he can come to ideas from your broking site. He can change his email ID across all Demat account, it will be changed. He can request for the transaction statement. Now it is known as a cash console account statement for last 12 months. So in simple word, there are mechanisms and the methods whereby we have ensured that digital experience is not only at the time of client login, but it is in his lifetime when he is working with any broker and TP. So today's presentation is more focused about how we will be able to online the customer, but at the same time, we want to give assurance there is a product in the name of digital license. So there are the customers of some of the banks who have offered this product to their client. There the customer is in the position to take the loan against shares at 9 p.m. in the night and can purchase the new iPhone which is going to be inaugurated at 12 midnight, or somebody can take a loan against the shares at 9 p.m. in the night and can pay the hospital bill which he has to pay at that moment without he is not going to get the release of the patient who he was admitted. So there are some operations which has been conducted because of such a digital payment has been enabled. So in nutshell, what we have observed that some of the digital journeys and experience what NSDL has offered has helped the investor to fulfill his needs. Today, when the year gets over, financial year, everybody is in need of Form 26As. So they go to the banks, log in their download. But on our ideas, we have offered that product. So our ideas is a one-time portal where change of address, change of mobile number, downloading transaction statement, Form 26As, Mr. Rao talk about e-voting. So all these facilities are done. So we are now moving towards the stage where broker from their broking portal can do the API call, and all the products which ideas are offering can be offered to the client without broker or a DP investing in that infrastructure. So these are the thoughts with which we are progressing, and definitely today it's a beginning. So we are talking about online account opening as a part of the presentation which Narayan is going to give. But over the period, there will be many more webinars we will be keen to conduct with Anmi, where we will talk about various such initiatives where how the life of the client investor has been made easy during his tenure in the capital market. And with this thought in mind and keeping that thought at your end, I will hand over the session to Narayan Vankat. Thank you.
Can you please put up this slide, please? Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Narayan Venkat. I hope you and your loved ones are safe at home. As the name suggests, Instigo. So Instigo basically is nothing but an instant way of opening a Demat and trading accounts online. So this will give a client an ability to open the accounts through a do-it-yourself process, what Prashant was speaking about. And at the same time, it will also give an opportunity to the market intermediaries to serve their clients digitally. So this is all about Instigo. So Instigo has two flavors. One is do it yourself, where the client can open the account on their own. And there is also an assisted model through which a relationship manager can go and visit the client and open the account. So I'm going to take you through the entire demo and showcase what are the product features in offering. The next slide, please. Now, we have to see the key trends which are happening right now. So we see is that India is not going, India has already gone into digital. Today, we see that all the payments are being made in a digital form. We see that clients have been shopping, investors have been shopping through e-commerce. We have been seeing that clients have been access everything digitally, whether you call it a movie on a Netflix or any other types. So the major populations already have started moving digitally, and this gives a big edge that there is a paradigm shift in the way we are doing business. So we need to ensure that we also move with the trends, what we are seeing right now, and we move towards offering the products digitally to our clients. Now, we've also seen that the retail investors have been highly participating in the market in terms when the markets have been going down. We see that a great amount of retail investors coming up. We've also seen the surge in the Demat accounts in the last three and a half months. And this is a clear indication that investors are ready to come and invest in the stock market. So when we say India to Bharat, we say that we are going from right from the main cities. We are also moving towards the villages. We are also moving towards the tier 3 cities where there's a great amount of inertia. There is a great amount of deep pockets to go and invest in the market. So it's only way I would say we need to cater to 130 crore of population is the only way we connect these people through a digital mode and the way which we go very fast and quick. Next slide, please. Now, the entire backbone of eKYC has been UID. It's that you're fetching the data from UID. You are fetching proof of identity, proof of address. So the good part is around 1.2 billion in people have already enrolled for Aadhaar. So this means it's already set up. The identity and address has already been set up. Now, currently we are doing the KYC through an offline mode. Very quickly through our discussions with UID, we're going to make even an online eKYC enabled. So this product Instigo is going to offer right now all the KYC components which will enable the client to onboard very quickly. Now, having said this, we see that the point I'm trying to make is that we are digitally savvy. Indians are quite digitally savvy because the numbers which I'm quoting right now on the screen is that are all millions and billions. So there are millions of users of internet subscribers. There are millions who are using smartphones. So this is a clear-cut indication that we need to tap the entities who are using digital. And having said this, we also have the next generation of people, millennials, who are completely digital savvy. So this need to be targeted. This segment needs to be targeted. And it is quite easy to target only when we offer the products in digital mode. When I say the sentence which says about here is being digital is not a choice. Now, digital has become part and parcel of our life. Now, we have seen very clearly that, and it's been quite evident that entities who adapt for digital platforms, they have seen their business surging. They have seen the business scaling up to new heights, increasing by many-fold. They are able to service their investors in a better way. They also see that they're able to handle their operations in a much more optimum and efficient manner. Now, this is only possible because we have started adopting digital as a part and parcel of life. So digital is become mandatory. It's the need of the hour. It's the future. Moving on. Now, I'm going to take you through Instigo. As I said, the word Instigo is instant opening of demat and trading account online. It's a comprehensive product which offers all the solution under one roof. All the bouquet of products are given to you so that you don't have to go and integrate with various entities in the market. So whether you call it a penny drop, whether you call it a KRA, whether you call it an integration with an ITD website or an integration with eSign, everything is offered under one roof. So this will help you to scale your customers. And how do we go it? I'm going to show you a demo of it, which will see you will be able to see how the process goes in. Moving on. A month before, SEBI had issued a circular which stated clearly the process which was clear-cut defined for opening an account online. And we want to tell you this product is completely compliant with SEBI circular. So whatever was mentioned, the guidelines, we are adhering with the SEBI circular, and this product has been designed exactly in the similar manner. So that's a complete compliant product in total. Can we move to the next screen, please? The solution, what we're offering, in nutshell, it's a multi-device. It's a compatible with whatever you're going to use it. It is as is the clients are going to consume. So one, if the client is going to consume from the laptop, it will be compatible according to it. It's going to do it through a desktop or through a mobile phone. We see that a lot of users are using mobile phones offline. So the client need not download any specific app for this purpose. In fact, the screens would get crunched. It will automatically be so compatible that the client can enter and interface with it. So it's a complete compatible product as per the tools, mechanisms which the clients are using. Now, we also going to give an operations or an admin model or what we call as a governance module on the Instigo, where the operations staff of DP would be able to view the dashboards. They will be able to see the account opening. They will be able to see the status. They would be able to see a complete onboarding process done by the client so that they can verify and confirm this instruction and make the clients active. So these are the dashboards which we are going to provide it. And third is, the most important part is we are going to host the complete database of the investors on a website. In a nutshell, the DP or the stockbroker or the market intermediaries need not invest on infrastructure. They need not invest on a DR website. They need not invest on manpower. They need not invest on taking a backup. So this data of the client would reside at our end, and the intermediaries, as and when they want it, they can refer it for the purpose of audit. They can refer it for the purpose of inspection. So absolutely, all these products will be a win-win situation in offering for the intermediaries. Moving on. Now, I'll take you through the demo of the application. Before I take you, just want a simple that you are going to be the face for the investors. And from the back end, NDML is going to power it. So the product has been developed by NDML. It's an indigenous developed product by NDL. So NDML is going to power it. So when the client visits your website and would click and say that I would like to open an account, you would be simply redirecting the client to our URLs. In short, the client will still see you in the front face, but we will be powering from the back end. The first thing what will happen is the client will have to start entering the details. This is the way the journey would begin. So the first thing, the client will have to enter the email address, the client will have to enter the mobile number. Both these details will be authenticated by sending an OTP. So the client will have to enter the OTP, and on successful authentication, it will take the client to the next screen. Now here, we are going to verify the PAN details of the client. Now, PAN is mandated by SEBI, and for opening any account in the capital market, PAN is a must. So client will have to put in his PAN details, will have to enter the date of birth. Now, both the details will be validated with the ITD website. So in case, if it is successful, it will take the client to the next screen. Now, here I would like to say is the first thing what we would show is whether the client is KRA registered or not. So in case if the client is KRA registered, we would immediately fetch the detail from the KRA and we would display on the screen of the client. Now, this is where the NTML plays a very, very important role, is that we integrate. There's no separate API integrations to be carried out by the market intermediaries. So I would repeat and clearly say is that it's complete integration carried out by NTML. So if the client is KRA registered, we would immediately show the details of the clients on the screen so that he can go and confirm and proceed further with minimum screens to open the account. So let's assume the case that where the client is not KRA compliant. So two things are very important to be noted. One is we have started with eKYC through an offline mode. Very soon next week, we would be also integrating with DigiLocker, where the client will have an ability to open an account and quickly download the documents from DigiLocker. So right now I'm going to show you something how we would be doing through an offline eKYC. So this is where the client clicks in. The two things which the client will have to download is that he will have to download. The moment he clicks here, we would be redirecting the client to the UID's website. The client will have to download the details through an XML mode. So when he does this, he will have to set a passcode, and he will have to remember this passcode when he's trying to simultaneously upload during the process. So when he downloads the data from the UID, the date of birth, the name, the address, the photograph, okay, gender, these details would be fetched. And these details, which would come in an XML format, will have to be uploaded by the client on our screen, which is I'm showing on the right-hand side is step 2, where he will have to upload these details. And when he's uploading it, it would be important for the client to type the passcode. If you feel that this is a bit of on the higher side, or it's taking too much of time, probably the DigiLocker will be a better solution for it. We would be integrating the DigiLocker very soon. So moving on to the next screen, after he successfully does this, since he's not a KRA registered client, we would ask the client to capture certain details of KRA, that is his nationality, residential status, marital status, and father's and spouse name, which are required as a part of KRA. So once he does this, we capture this information and we move ahead. So moving it ahead, there are other additional details which the client will have to fill in, or which the intermediary would be required as a part of CKYC, PMLA, and FATCA compliance. So of course, that we would help him prepare, generate a CKYC file. So that's the reason we are capturing the CKYC details here. Apart from this, the compliance would also require a PML and FATCA compliance from the client. So here the client will have to fill in the details like country, the annual income, the net worth, whether he's exposed to PEP, that is politically exposed person, and his mother's name. So when these details are captured successfully, we would be taking them to the next screen. The purpose is what we have said is we are trying to keep minimum screen as much as possible so that the client interfaces very easily and so that the dropouts are very less. The screen which I'm displayed in front of you is the bank details. Here, we would be using the facility of penny drop. We would be integrating with our Nsdl payments bank to fetch the details. Now, it's very important when you're opening a demat or a broking account to ensure that the bank account indeed belong to this client, so that the credit with respect to what we call in terms of corporate action, the payout for funds, everything comes and gets credited this account. So we are going to verify the bank details of the client. So it's a very simple process. I think most of the people, you know about it, how we do it. We just drop a penny into his account and we fetch the detail. Now, what are we going to fetch when the penny is dropped into his account? A single rupee is dropped into account, as we would get whether the account is active or not. And we would also get the first holder's name as per the bank details, what is appearing in the bank detail. So irrespective of the client having a bank account with a private bank or a public sector bank, so this details would be fetched and would be bought in by Instigo. This is an integration which we have carried out with our payments bank. So there is no need for a separate integration to be carried out by you as a market intermediaries. Now here we would be capturing few trading details, the segments which are important, where the client would like to come forward and trade, let's say equity, F&O, currency, a debt, or a mutual funds, and the number of years experience which the client has. These are a couple of mandatory fields. But having put in this all details, we are also having certain details in the background which will be generalized, which I would be showing as part of my operations detail. So these details would be captured and we would proceed further. Now in the screen, if you see, the client will have to upload certain details. The signature, if you see the SEBI circular, which talks about cropped signature. So here the client will have to sign it on a white paper, okay, a wet signature on the white paper, okay, and upload it on the website over here. Second, he will have to take a photograph, which would be taken online, which would be through a selfie mode, which we're going to enable it. The third part is he would also have to take a cancelled check. Now, you may ask that you're already doing a penny drop. So what is the need for a cancel check? Because this is prescribed as per the SEBI circular. So we will have to go with it. So a cancel check clearly indicating the name of the client on the check leaflet will have to be taken and uploaded by the client. And the fourth one is, of course, you'll have to take a PAN card. So PAN card will ensure a couple of things: that unique identification. Second, it also has a signature on the PAN card if it's not taken online. Third, there is also a photograph of the client on the PAN card, which will ensure that intermediary is able to verify these details with the other documents. So these documents will have to be uploaded on the website. These are the declarations which the client will have to go and confirm it. Now, this will be intermediary per se. When I say intermediary per se, this means it's not going to be general. So let's say we are going to tie up with XYZ as a broker. So the XYZ broker would be giving us his details. That is his rights and obligation, his other tariff structure. Now we're going to tie up with 123 broker. The 123 broker would give in his details. So the respective clients of that brokers or of the DPs would be able to view the details whichever is pre-uploaded in the system. So before we start, we would take these documents from you, upload it over here so that we can display these details to the client on the face, and so the client can confirm the details and take it further and proceed. Now these things are very important because the client will have to confirm it, and finally the entire set of documents are going to get e-signed. So this is more important that the client reads the document and these documents are displayed to the client. Moving on. And at the end, what we would be showing is we would give the client a complete summary of what he has done so far, whether the integration with the ITD website, the name as per the ITD would be displayed over here. The name as per the bank details would be displayed over here. The correspondence address, which was fetched from KRA or from the UID or from the Aadhaar eKYC process, would be displayed to the client over here. And client will be able to view these details and proceed further. And the last juncture, the last slide would be where he would proceed further to e-sign. So this is where we have integrated with Nsdl e-governance, where the client will be able to go and e-sign. If you see SEBI circular on online account processing, specific stress has been given on e-sign. So e-sign is quite very easy to do it. Now let's assume that in case the client's mobile number is not mapped in the Aadhaar, for whatever reason is not able to e-sign, there's another process which the client can follow down, is that he can download the application, put a wet signature on the application form and send it across to the intermediary for opening the account. So the process ends with the e-sign. We will also have a payment integration. So where he can make the payment, or certain amount of payments can be made, collected from the client, which would be there right from the inception or maybe at the end. So at the end, there will be a congratulations message and an SMS sent from the Instigo team to the client that you have been successfully onboarded. Your documents are under process and is going to be verified by the operations. And then once it is been done, the account will be proceed for activation. So now this ends the client journey. Now, once we are through with the client journey, this is what I was talking about as an operations model, a governance model, an admin model, whatever you call it, where there'll be a maker and checker. So maker and checker, a maker can log in inside the website, secured website. We'll be able to view, verify the details which are uploaded by the clients. Now, when I say the details which are uploaded by the clients and all the integrations which have been carried out, these are some things like the penny drop details, the details which are fetched from the ITD website, the signatures which have been uploaded by the client, the photographs which has been snapshot, the cancelled check which has been uploaded, and then the PAN card. These details can be seen on the screen by the maker as well as the checker. The next screen, please. So after logging, the maker of the intermediary would be able to see the details that are pending, the pending documents which the entity that the DP has to or the broker has to verify. So he will select the details one by one. He will select it. He will be able to go through the entire documents and verify it. So if you see in the screen, it shows about the journey of where for a typical maker it starts. It will give him the details of the identity. It will give the details of the address of the client, the trading account details, the demat account details, e-insurance in case the intermediary has opted for e-insurance, and as well as the client is confirmed to that, even these details will be displayed to the client. And then this point number 6, it talks about downloading these documents. That also can be downloaded. The intermediary can also download these documents from the website. As I said, we would be collating the information and keeping it at ourselves from our end. And the last is the financial details. The financial details will also be displayed. And at the end, the intermediary, if is satisfied, will activate the account. So moving on to the next screen, the intermediary or the maker would be able to see the correspondence and the permanent address which has been fetched from the UID, eKYC, or the KRA. The next screen would display the trading account details, the trading specific to trading account details, the trading preferences which are selected, and few things are taken by default in general, the segments which are selected by the client, NSE, BSE, the brokerage options which are offered to the client. So here we are offering 3 options to the client. So, and the contract notes, the mode of contract notes to be received, these details would be verified here. The next would be specifically to demat account details. The client is opting for an SMS alert facility. The client doesn't want to receive a DIS booklet, as Mr. Rao was talking about EDIs. I think probably this is going to be the future where EDI is going to play a very, very important role and is going to substitute a power of attorney. And the mode of receiving the account statement, that is CAS, in an electronic or a physical form. So these things would be embedded. The next screen, please. And in case if the client has selected the e-insurance, the insurance details would be displayed over here. And the next screen would have the details to be downloaded. So here you will be able to download the signature which has been uploaded, can be cross-checked with other documents. The photographs can be cross-checked, and the cancel check which has been uploaded. So all the documents can be downloaded from the screen. And the last one is the financial details, the details which have been fetched from the bank account of the client, that is through a penny drop process, would be displayed over here. And this is where the maker rolls hand, the maker confirms the records, and once he confirms, the checker would log in inside the website through his secured login password. Moving on to the next screen, please. So checker would be able to see the details, and checker would verify the details. And the most important is that we would enable you with specific files which could be uploaded into your DP system, into your back office system. So these are the files are DPM files, the CKYC files, the KRA files, the UCC files for NSE and BSE. So these files will be generated at the end of the journey, which you can consume it and into your system. So these files would be generated as soon as the checker confirms the details. Next screen, please. Yeah, so this will facilitate to generate the files. So we want to the next screen, please. So summing it up, what is the offering for the intermediaries for Instigo is that we have a complete, the KYC could be done through an offline mode. As I said, the DigiLocker is going to come very soon, very fast. And with the advent of an online eKYC, that will also be enabled over in the system. And so these are the modes and ways, and of course, KRA is also part of it. So these are the modes and ways which the KYC would be done. And we would also facilitate generating these files through DPM system, through CKYC, through KRA. And these files could be taken and consumed in your system. And the best part is there is no infrastructure cost for you. You do not deploy any kind of a server. So this is also taken care by Instigo, NDML. And the last one is the various integrations which are there is done on the back channel by the Instigo team. So there is no need for a separate integration to be done by the market intermediaries if you're opting for Instigo DIY. Now, so you have been scattered across the entire pan India. So these numbers which I'd like to display to you is our team members, our relationship managers from Mumbai, from Ahmedabad, from Delhi. You can take a snapshot of it, and you can contact these officials to onboard to and begin the journey of Instigo. With this is Narayan Venkat. Would like to sign off this presentation, and we look forward for the Q&A session from you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Narayan. That was an excellent product presentation. We do have a lot of questions, so let's start off with a few of the questions, sir. Is this product totally ready or still under development? And when do you are going to commercially launch this product?
Prashant Vagal here. So before we proceed to the question and answer, we are happy to introduce you to Vijay Gupta.
Okay.
So Vijay Gupta is the Senior Vice President and the Head Products in our NDML. And one single sentence is sufficient to give his introduction, that the demo and the presentation what Narayan Venkat has given about the Instigo, that whole product is a creation of the Vijay Gupta. So he is a master mind behind this product. He is in the better position to give you and answer the question about this. So I will request Vijay to take over from the first question itself.
So thanks, Prashant. I'm not the master, you are the master. With your guidance only we have developed it. So, sir, to answer that question, Instigo is actually quite ready. There are many DPs who have already started testing this product. We are giving the demo of this product to many people. And some people have already signed up for using these services. So actually it is ready. And as Narayan mentioned that, some of the flows and investor journeys which are there required are already inbuilt, and some more are getting added after. So you will see that the product will keep on evolving and transforming to more and more options and more customization. But today, as of now, we speak, it is ready and available for usage.
Okay, sir. No, so APIs will also be available. APIs are also available for people who want to do their own user interface and all. Is that also possible?
Absolutely. That was our idea, that products should be offered in agile and modular manner. So if somebody wants to take a product of only e-sign or an e-KYC only, so that can be done specifically. You want to take only certain services, that can be done specifically. If you want to take the entire product offering, so that is also available. So modularity and agility has been taken care of.
Okay. Sir, we want to know whether this is a DP agnostic. That means, is it only for Nsdl customers, or this could be DP agnostic?
So honestly speaking, we are trying to serve this product as a service platform to the entire capital market.
Okay.
Whether it is yes, it will be available to all.
Okay, sir. Thank you. The other question that is being asked is whether for PMS and for other service providers, there, for example, there are many PMS, whether this can be used for PMS or only for equity broking kind of business.
So to my mind, we would have to consider the case of PMS also, and if there are any specific customizations which they need in their case, that we would have to take care of. Maybe certain declaration will expand it to cover PMS also. Maybe at this point of time, immediately as we speak, it is more taken care of, completed for the purpose of capital markets. PMS also we will do it.
Right, sir.
So to add the point Vijay brief, so definitely in case of a PMS, they are the facilitator and the demat accounts are open with the DP where the PMS provider has a relationship.
Right.
So the government module what Narayan briefed, so that will be definitely managed by the DP. So PMS will be the catalyst. So customer can come to PMS portal, from there he can be diverted to NDML Instigo, and the DP governance module can take care to ensure that the necessary KYC formality has been complied upon and the demat account can be opened. So definitely we can have the PMS service provider also to start using this product.
Right, sir. So what about existing customers? I mean, it seemed that this is only for new customers. What about existing customers? Will this take care of existing customers also in case any KYC changes need to be done or modifications need to be done?
Yes, yes. So you are primarily referring to re-KYC or updations in KYC. So this product will cater to that also. In that case, the product, the transaction will come with the reference of the existing account of the customer, and then it will be only an updation to that.
Okay. And the example that you showed us were for individual customer, but what about HUF, corporate entities, other people who are not individuals, customers? So this takes care of all those also?
No, no. So this takes care of individuals.
This takes care of only individuals.
Yes.
What about HUF and what about corporate entities?
So that is something which we have not yet provided in the product, and the SEBI circular also more capably, competently targets and addresses the individual customers. So once we are more clear about the catering to other categories, also we'll do that. But at this point of time, it is individuals.
Okay. So what about nomination facility and all those also? I think we missed that, but you have given nomination facilities. People can nominate through this, or there's a different process?
We have discussed this matter with SEBI also. This nomination and POA. Nomination and POA are the two documents which require signature and certain details, witness details they require. So the view is that nomination is something which will still have to be done on a paper form. But yes, what we can do is that we can carry that paper form through the application and provide it to the client. He can upload it under the signature and a signed copy.
Okay. There is some, of course, Mr. Narayan gave an excellent presentation, but I think so people got a little confused between, cropping the signature. You mentioned somewhere cropping the signature and e-sign. Can you throw some light again on what is this e-sign and cropping the signature? Will you be able to explain that part again, please?
So signature impression is something which we all require for our client identification, client transaction processing, and all of that. And that is also a requirement of the SEBI circular that the signed signature of the person is required to be captured. So that will be done. And based on the e-sign is a mechanism for electronic submission. Entire set of documents with proof of ID, address, and everything to the system. So based on e-sign, the crop signature is being accepted. If there was no e-sign, then crop signature does not have much meaning. So if e-sign is not there, then the client is required to actually download the documents, print it, and sign it, and then send it to the depository participant of the broker. With the help of e-sign, we are able to process with the crop signature also. So crop signature is in that sense an object which you need for the purpose of processing the transactions. So he can upload his crop signature. We will use it for the purpose of capturing in the DPM, for the purpose of capturing in the back office system. But submission is happening on the basis of e-sign. Now, this e-sign itself is an Aadhaar-based e-sign, digital signature, which is being issued. And as per the SEBI circular, this is issued under the controller of certifying authority, and this is a valid way to submit a document and a contract between both the parties.
Okay. So brokers can allow his APs and whatever sub-brokers are, of course, no longer there, but APs can also use this facility, or it will be only meant for brokers. I mean, I'm sure he can give it to his APs also to use this facility. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, we are providing this facility in two different models. One is that you can go to the website of the broker and initiate the journey from there. We are also providing a mobile app which can be used by the staff of the depository participants and brokers, and even the approved persons can use the same mobile app, and they can do an assisted onboarding of the clients also. So both these facilities are there.
So the data generated from this can be integrated with all the back offices. I mean, I think that you made a mention that files can be generated and can be uploaded to the back office.
Yes.
So it can be done to most of the back offices.
Yes. Okay. So not only the back office, the system will also generate files for CKYC. The system will generate file for KRA upload. System will also facilitate UCC file generation. So all of that system will facilitate.
See, most of the brokers have their own, client code, UCC kind of nomenclature. Now, this can be adjusted from broker to broker. I mean, he can start giving his own nomenclature for UCC in the sense in terms of giving his trading account number or a DP account number or whatever.
Yes, absolutely. So we will take the structure or the logic or the syntax or the construct of the UCC from the concerned broker and use it to build his series from there in the system. So it will not be completely system driven. It will be taken based on what you are currently using.
Okay, sir. So coming back to this individual, that this is meant only for an individual, but in individual, for example, an NRI, will this take care of an NRI or people like that, or this is only for resident individuals?
I think the SEBI circular also actually caters only to the resident individuals. So that is in compliance with that we are catering to the resident individuals. And the location also has to be looked at here, that he has to be in India.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. We are getting a lot of questions. So let me see if I've covered most of the questions. If I missed something that. So does this take care of KRA and everything? I mean,
absolutely.
Or does one need to do again a KRA with, or this takes care of everything?
No, this will definitely take care of KRA. This will be a system which will be integrated with the KRA system, and then the uploads and downloads in KRA both will be taken care of by the system.
So how about the in-person verification? How's that taken care of? If specifically people wanted to know in-person verification, whether this using this system satisfies all the conditions that SEBI has laid down for IPV.
Yes. So in-person verification, as you would see that is applicable more in cases where the user is uploading his own documents over there, not doing an online digital KYC. So when we are doing a Aadhaar-based eKYC, when we are doing a DigiLocker-based KYC, when we are doing a source KYC for OBDs, so we don't really need a VIPV. We may want to do it additionally as an additional due diligence. We can do it. There is no problem. But when the customer is uploading his own scanned documents over there or taking a photo from the system, then we need to do a VIPV. And then the VIPV will be supported by the system with all the precautions and safeguards and controls and measures which are advised by the city.
Right, sir. Sir, any idea what could be the commercials for this product?
So we are just rolling out this product. We are just rolling out the product. We are also doing a kind of market exploration in terms of what is the pricing which is more acceptable to the users and like that. As I said, we have already signed up with 2-3 participants for already using the services over there. And we want to build a pricing structure which is modular, which is relevant to the volumes that one is serving, which is relevant to the requirements one is having in terms of the specific components of the entire product over there. So that is how we are rolling out the product. So I'm sure that if anyone who is interested can get in touch with our teams, they will be able to offer him the pricing quickly.
Okay. You mentioned maker and checker concept, Mr. Narayan. You did mention about maker and checker concept. I mean, do they have two separate logins? I mean, how does this work, maker and checker concept on this system?
Narayan, you want to take this?
Yeah, fine. So this is actually so what we have done is this is an operations module which we are given to the intermediary so that they can verify the document. So once the journey of client onboarding gets completed, the maker of the intermediary, that's whether it's a stockbroker, DP, would log in and would verify these details, what has been uploaded by the client. So if you see, there is a lot of integrations which are happening with the ITD website. There is a lot of integrations happening with the KRA. We know the documents getting fetched from the UID. There is a penny drop facility. But these details will have to be verified. So there may be some, I'm very surprised, already asked me, like in case there is a mismatch in the name or there is a minor mismatch in the name. So how,
correct.
So it is the operations who would be taking a call on this, whether the name is matching, whether they have to satisfy themselves and then confirm to the entire process. So there are two entities. One is a maker and there is a checker. The maker would actually go through the entire document, will confirm it, and the checker would also log in and would also confirm it. So this is to do with the security also.
Fine, sir. You did mention at the start, maybe it was just a demo, so you did mention BSE and NSE, but I'm sure this applies to commodity exchanges also, isn't it? Any exchange. It could be any exchange, isn't it?
Yeah, this is applicable to the exchanges. Yes, I just for the sake of showing the demo, I mentioned it.
Yeah, it could be for
exchanges also.
commodity exchanges. Also.
Correct. You're absolutely right.
Good. I think so. We have largely covered most of the questions, gentlemen. I think it's a very good product, and we do, of course, are going to keep having some questions on this. We would be happy if you shared this presentation with us so that we can also, through Anmi platform, send it to our members, those who have not been able to join in today, and it'll be nice to share it with our members. And there will be some questions that will be there, and we can probably direct those questions to you. So thank you very much. I think that was an excellent presentation today. And both Mr. Prashant Vagal, Mr. Narayan Venkat, and Mr. Vijay Gupta, all three of you have really given us a very good lowdown on this new product, and which will probably help all the brokers and the customers. Thank you, sir. Would you like to say anything before we sign off, sir? Prashantji, would you like to say anything?
Once again, thanks for giving us an opportunity so that we can brief about the new product which is getting launched, and it is already operationalized in the last week. So basically, we want this to be the beginning. And as Mr. Rao has said, there are various new initiatives and products as being launched. One of the example or the three major product will talk about the DMAT gateway, payment bank system, and the Instigo, what we have already seen. So there are various initiatives which we have taken, and a lot of integration we have talked about. So we will request Anmi that please give us an opportunity and this dais whereby various such our new initiatives and products can be demonstrated. And now we are also happy to see that more than 250 participants have participated for this webinar what we have conducted today. So definitely more and more such a webinars we will be happy to conduct. And the questions, if anything, we were not able to answer because of the scarcity of the time, you can send it to us. We will be happy to reply to on a one-to-one basis. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you, the entire NSDL team, and to Mr. Nageshwar Rao also for making this possible. And of course, Anmi will like to have more such meetings and more such webinars with you to educate and inform our members. Thank you very much, and good evening.
Thank you, man. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Prashantji. Thank you, Narayan.
Thank you.